Hello, welcome everyone. It's a nice Thursday evening here in the CCA. This is Div 4 Semifinals, one of the last semifinal matchups we have left across the entire season. We have UCSD Navy going up against Seminole, Cephalopod, Garnet. My name is Mustard. With me I have Chai. Hello.
Hello! And we have some this is gonna be a very interesting set, I'd say.
Yeah, I mean, I remember watching casting the other Div 4 match, and that was a game of all time. That was a set of all time if I've ever seen one. So, uh, I'd say the winner or the loser of this matchup is both of them will have the work cut out for them in both the grand finals and in the third place match. So, yeah, I'm interested to see how these teams turn out.
Yeah, I have
But
a lot of interest in both of these teams here. We have University of California, San Diego, and we have Florida State. And we're gonna be going over the keys to victory here. Mustard, would you like to open up with this?
yeah, UCSD keeping it simple. Take space. Hold the space. Yeah, make space, take space, hold space. That is from my time in basically every other game that I have played and casted. That's just how you win. If
Hey,
you
keeping it
control more of the
simple.
map, right? You just win.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, they're keeping it simple. And with Florida State, I mean, what do you think?
It's looking like they want to really focus on how they take their team fights because we're seeing that their keys to victory are playing in pairs, communication and coordination, and how to reorganize, which are very big things to have, especially in this level of play. Because when the biggest issue I've seen both in these divs is just making sure you're organized, and like taking space is great, but having an organized push can make or break a lot of games. So I think it'll be a
Yeah,
very interesting idea. It'll be very interesting to see how each team's strategies pull out this game.
yeah. I mean, I've experienced the hey, we wiped them out. Who is carrying the clams? Where are our clams? I've had that happen many times.
I still have it happen to me.
Yeah, so yeah, I mean, communication is important, but making and taking and holding the space still is probably, at least in my eyes, it's more important because you need to be able to reach the basket to begin with, right? So, that needs to be the first step. Everything else will fall into place, and of course, if everyone's firing on all cylinders, you start seeing it pay off. You start seeing, you know fun them maybe have a bit of fun, have a bit of silly, experiment around and try things that aren't super commonly seen. But
All right. Looks like we'll be heading in here. Oop.
yeah,
Oh. No, all right.
we're just in. That's just like
All
that.
right. Yeah, we're playing Clamblitz Scorch here. Very interesting comp coming out from I think that I'm not sure what team that is. Hang on. We're waiting for the colors to come up here.
Well,
UCSD. Gotcha.
yeah.
All
So
right.
yeah, I like UCSD's comp. They're running the Octobrush, an awesome we see too often.
Yeah, definitely. It's very. I love Brush a lot for its general range and stuff, and I think it does a lot. It has a lot of effect on the field if you really know how to position yourselves and how you push these objectives. And it looks like
Yeah,
we're seeing Zuka come out from both sides here. Looks like it's gonna go in the favor of UCSD Navy though.
yeah, they're trying to mount an offensive, but as we see the specials to take space, they're paying off. We see the rain, we see the coolers, we see everything. Zuka's, I think, tri-strike even being invested. I mean, but it doesn't really work out all too well. As we see, FSU, they also had their cooler, and I mean, the spawn's right there. Not a lot you can do. And yeah, it's just back to another neutral state, but UCSD getting it picked off though. Already a 4v2 in favor of FSU make that 4v3, actually. They do get the trade 1 back, but regardless, still, it's just very back and forth.
Garnet, it looks like Navy missed the ball. I'm literally just a few steps off there. This is going to give Garnet a good chance to come back in here and take control.
Yeah, and still, like, it's just been a back and forth neutral fight. Not too much happening. A lot of trades for both these teams, which, you know, if I, you know, in my experiences, if you're able to keep up trading like this, you know, both teams, they're fighting, they're even, and they're staying even. But certainly one of these teams will pop a basket. Certainly.
Yeah, well, I'd argue that, like, going for trades is more important when you are in control of both the objective and the general score, which right now it's ending up in a bit of a stalemate here. So we're just going to be waiting to see what exactly happens coming up here. That V-shot has Zuka here, so maybe some stuff will change on the fields.
Yeah, V-shot with Zuka and a power play. So UCSD, they have full control of mid, which means they have most of the clams. That's gonna be one spot for the Zuka, and they're gonna try to push forward with that, but FSU doing a really good job of holding it down, and they're able to trade 2 spots right back their way, even up the play advantage. And I mean, it's just been a complete neutral game. UCSD gonna throw down a tristar. They're gonna start moving forward, and they're finally gonna pop the basket. They're not gonna miss this time. They certainly made it in, and they're able to make in a second one, so bringing that score to 60, remaining, I mean, pretty solid first push.
Yeah, while Navy's push ended there, they got points in the field, and with how back and forth this match has been, getting those points, even if it is a small amount, is huge. So it's going to be really interesting to see how Garnet reacts to this here.
Yeah, I think, unfortunately, we saw the attempt. They pushed in, they tried to grab the space. A little bit of trying to push the Inksuka, not exactly something that will always work out. As FSU again holding on strong as the Seminole Cephalopods. They're trying their hardest to mount something, but yeah, they're just not able to push forward. They're not able to break in, take any space at all.
A bit of an interesting inkjet here. It's going to be really hard to do anything off of that, and the brush takes them out there. I think the positioning was a little bit rough there, but hey, it happens sometimes. You know how it is.
Oh yeah, I mean, it is what it is. That is a great Kraken from Alex, just gonna clean up house on UCSD. But in the process, they are able to get some clams in that basket. They're gonna bring that total score back and bring it further down. I mean, 39, that's not super easy to come back and try to make it, especially all in one go. You don't have a lot of time left if you're FSU to really go at this basket.
Yeah. Well, the best thing I believe Garnet can do here is just play this slow and aim for control. Once they get those picks, when they have full control, they're going to have a lot easier time getting in here. And it looks like they're playing kind of aggressive here, so we'll see what happens here. Looks like the Kraken is coming in from Alex here. Let's see if they can do something off of this here.
They get one
pick, and they got barrier broken, but it doesn't look like they have a lot of control paint-wise here.
Yeah, and I think that's everyone wiped out. The basket's still open, but no one's nearby. No one can drop a clam, and no one can extend that timer. So, UCSD, they're gonna take the first game of the set. I mean, it was very tight for the first few minutes, and then it all just kind of crumbled from there.
Well, I'd say that it's more that Navy and Garnet are very back and forth in their team fights, which is a great sign of both teams having, you know, a good understanding of their mechanics and positioning and weapons. But I think Garnet just needs to take better. They just need to be playing this a little bit slower here and just seeing what's their best options for getting in here and just waiting for opportunities to open up and just taking this game a little bit slower. Alex had some really great pushes there, and I'd really like to see Garnet potentially just work more off of that.
Yeah, especially on Clamblitz, you had the Kraken, you popped it, you were moving forward. Like, you took you know, you're able to get a splatter or two, you're able to create some frontline pressure, but you did leave the rest of your team hanging. And you know, we've seen the power of crack and cheese on Clam Blitz specifically, and yeah, they just couldn't really quite get it going there. But yeah, Florida State, they had strong defenses because you know it did not look like UCSD were letting up at all, and you know they're
Yeah.
able to hold it off. And if they're able to crack that offense that UCSD has been just constantly pushing forward, like we could see a complete reversal here as we move on to splat zones on Barnacle and Dime, which
Yeah, this is always a very interesting map. This is going to be a great example of how to take the defensive and how these teams take that initiative. As Triton DRF said in chat, FSU or Seminoles defense was really strong. I think if they just play this slower and take and wait for opportunities to open when they take the aggression, they can easily make some strong pushes here and potentially get a great hold on this map.
yeah, and especially Barnacle and Dime, once you control that zone, it's just one choke point you have to hold off people from. And if you're able to concentrate your efforts, and just expand that strong defense you had earlier to cover a little more space, you have a solid game plan on your hands. UCSC, they're gonna get the first control of the zone, but it doesn't really matter. They're down the players, so
yeah, it looks like
now.
Navy took that push a little bit too strong at the start there. Ocean Opal getting a nice 2 picks there with the cooler up. Let's see if their team is able to follow up on that. And they take out the Jets, so it looks like they're going to be getting zone here. They should definitely try to aim for the best positions to try locking Garnet out.
Yeah, they're trying. They're pushing up. They're playing super aggressive, as we've seen in the last match, and they're just keeping it going. They're stuck in spawn, but Alex getting some great shots on the rapid blast. They're gonna be popping the inkjet, gonna be moving forward now as UCSD. They're gonna have to respect this special. They're gonna have to keep backing up. Fable just living by the skin of their teeth there in the corner as Seminole Cephalopods, they're trying to push out of their spawn, but it's not looking too great.
Yeah, I think Seminole's definitely going to need to try taking a little bit... while the clock is ticking down, they need to get the momentum going fast. I think if Seminole starts to paint up here and just focus on getting some specials on the field, they can get control, and they do! Ooh. And PKCJ gets a triple! They are getting a lot of work. Four! Nice! Ooh. Amazing play for them right there.
Yeah,
Garnet has a chance here to pull the same sort of lockout they pulled on Navy, but let's see if Garnet can potentially take this longer than Navy did.
Yeah, PKCJ did that without a cooler, by the way. There was a cooler in play for FSU, and Bro just did not take it and just walked at them, and it worked out. Speaking of cooler, that's cooler pop for UCSD, and they're going to start moving forward off the back of Inksuka and an Inkstorm as well, so...
Garnet has a lot of paint
here. Didn't work though.
Garnet has a lot of paint here. They're gonna need to take advantage of that. And it looks like they're grouped up really well here. If someone could push off the Inkjet here, they could potentially get more picks here. And it looks like they're gonna get lead.
Yeah, they got the picks.
Game from Garnet here. It looks like this is gonna be game here in a second, but Ocean Opal's holding that check. They're getting jumps in here. They're gonna have more numbers here. They get the zone. This game is going to be going a lot longer, guys.
Yeah, it hit too. It looked dire, but an Inkstrike comes in at the perfect time, just right before that timer hits 0. Buys UCSD a little bit of time to push in, and they're able to take full advantage of it. Got some picks. They're moving forward now. They have to hold it for another maybe like around 30 seconds if they're gonna look for closing this game out, but. FSU, they're holding strong. They popped the cooler. They're moving forward. They have an ink check now. Alex proven to be very powerful with this special. Going to be getting the paint on the zone. Going to be stopping Troll for just a little bit as UCSD overstepped their boundaries just a little as they get picked for being a little bit overextended, but it does not really matter FSU, they can't find the spots they need. They can't find the control whatsoever. The zone takes further and further down, and there's just no one nearby. And
Uh,
that's, man, that, yeah, that was about as, I guess, momentum shifty. I had the perfect word for this. It just slipped my mind the moment I wanted to say it. But it was, it was UCSD in full control. Then it looked like FSU were going to full cap it on, and then it just swung all the way back. And yeah, that had to be the most. That the word still escapes me. That had to be one of the most. I guess what is the word?
it was a ping pong game.
Ping pong. Very the very title's not the word.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was a very much like, very extremes in the sense that, it looked like it was Jover for one team, and then suddenly it wasn't.
Mm-hmm.
And that, I mean, that's what we like to see. Back and forth. Very close. Yeah. That,
I'd say the one thing Garnet can learn from that match was it felt like they, while they had they were doing a really good job of getting back into their fight, I feel like they used their specials a little bit too early in some aspects of that fight. And if they saved one or two, if they saved the Zuka or the Jet and potentially used only one of those to get back in and then the other one to potentially retake zone there, they would have had a little bit of a better chance to recap that zone. But obviously, in team fights like that, you can't really predict how the fight's gonna go. So sometimes it's best to do that.
Yeah, just play it. They were playing it safe. Of course, sometimes it's just, like you mentioned, sometimes you don't realize you don't need it until after the fight, and there's not a lot you can do. Right? You've already expended it. As we're moving to tower control, we're going to museum, and I want to see some fun sniper action on museum.
I hope so as well. I think Garnet should definitely not bring themselves down for that match. That match was incredibly close, and I'd love to see them make some really interesting plays on this map.
Yeah, if they're able to hold it down with just any sort of super long range, perhaps. Looks like not too many changes coming in. FSU going with a sloshing machine and an Octobrush of their own this time around. So a little bit of a shift.
Yeah, it looks like no one went drop here, but I think that would be very interesting. That would be a very interesting way to pull some aggression onto Garnet here. But it looks like Garnet's gonna get control here, and it looks like the Zips coming in here. They get some nice picks here, and they have a lot of aggression on the field. They almost got Bean there. They
clean it up. Team cleans it up.
Plat. If they can hold control of their plat here, they're gonna have some really great momentum going further into this match.
Yeah, they're still controlling it pretty strongly right now. As let me see a little bit of moving around from Alex, but UCSD, they're coming in. They're getting the picks that they need. They're trying to bring this one back. As the jumps come in straight onto the tower. They had some tri-strikes on it. Just one distance away from popping that checkpoint. Not going to be able to get it as they get wiped out, and now it's all UCSD's turn. They're going to start pushing forward. They're going to control FSU's platform now, and we'll see if we can make it. Maybe we see the same sequence of events.
It looks like Alex is trying to make something off of this flank here. It's going to be very tough.
It's just a little bit of a bit of an epic anime battle between the two Octobrushes. Like everyone else, like they're just not even there. Like Alec, you're on the wrong side of the map, bro. You're on the wrong side of the map.
He was cooking with that. I just think that Bean was on top of that as well.
Yeah, I mean, it ends up working out because you draw one person away, you create a lot of pressure. You pop the you pop your special, just go in, and then you just kind of zip around, and I mean, it worked out in the end. They don't give up the lead, but yeah. But yeah, Zuka gets popped from UCSD. They're going to try to take command now, but they get picked. So Zuka not really able to find that value.
I'd say the most important thing right now is that Garnet has a lot of paint. And while they don't, Alex going for another flank here. While they don't have a lot of, they have a lot of paint on the field, and
they know. They know.
Oh.
They're aware. Oh, the Zipcaster comes out though, so Alex just is slipping around trying to confirm this kill. Not gonna quite find it. Yeah, just a little bit of a distraction play, perhaps, is now. FSU, they control the tower. They're gonna start moving forward again. Hopefully, this time they'll pop that.
These rushes are on the fight. These rushes are going back and forth on flanking. They are trying so hard right now with that option. Nice pick with the Zuka there. Sauce is trying to push up here on that ballpoint. They're gonna get the pick.
That's
nice
the power of the cooler.
Out.
You move forward. Oh, you got splatted. Oh, doesn't matter. You're back. Haha. Power of Tactical as PKCJ they're just they're kiting, they're backing up. Teammate gets taken out, but that's okay. Gonna trade it right back, avenge their fellow comrade as again, like they have a lot of paint there and they're utilizing it well.
I think they're definitely gonna want to be painting a little. Yeah, they have more paint now on the field. I was gonna say that they probably needed to paint up their side a little bit more because I did see that brush in there, but it looks like they jumped out, which was probably the safer play there.
Alex is in the enemy spawn with a Zipcaster.
And it seems like that's the thing he's been going for this game, but it's been working out in his favor, so...
Yep. Tri-Strike's going down. Not really going to stall the tower all too much, just provide a little bit of space as we see Opal just trying to do something with it, but not really going to find the splash that they need as UCSD. They're going to keep getting pushed back further and further back into their spawn as a tower. Maybe this time they'll break the checkpoint.
Yeah, it looks like they're getting more people on tower here so they can start checking out those checks. If that makes any sense. But Alex going for another zip! I can't wait to see the zip count in this game. This is probably gonna be a huge number. Cooler absolutely dancing on that tower right now. They're gonna get it all the way to 6. Really great push here. And Nico, I think, is gonna finish it off here, and that's game. What a great showing from Garnet there.
Yeah. That just looks so different from the other two games in the set so far. They're like, yep, it's our turn to control the momentum of this game, and it worked out. It was a goofy set.
Yeah, I had a great.
We see a little bit of ending replay, but yeah, that was goofy. I want to know how many Zipcasters Alex popped. I mean, we don't have to see that. You know, we didn't need to see that in slow motion. I don't think we didn't. I don't think we need to see Alex missing that several times there.
It's about the intent. It's about the intent. He was distracting them that entire time, and Garnet was able to get so much control and paint. And it didn't even matter he wasn't hitting those. He was being a nuisance, and that was the biggest thing they needed there.
Yeah, I mean, it works out. It works out as, yeah, we're gonna get a Rainmaker on Crab Lake Capital for our next game. And if we see a similar strong showing from Florida State, we could be in for a long one.
Definitely. I know it's very unlikely because this map doesn't prefer them, but I'd love to see the brushes again.
Yeah.
That was wonderful, honestly.
Is there any way we could get a little bit of a check on these Zipcasters? I want to see the Zipcaster count as but before we get that, UCSD will be subbing some players. As we see, Sauce will be subbing out, and someone will be coming in, surely. Surely, the fourth player will be arriving soon. But yeah, I mean, Florida State and UCSD, it just looks like they just did a complete role reversal on that third map. Like, it went from UCSD playing super aggressive and Florida State just trying their hardest to defend and keeping it close, to then it's Florida State being super aggressive and UCSD trying their best to defend, keeping it even. So a bit of a a bit of a role reversal, as you know, we see some. We're gonna get some music queued up here. What will it be?
What are we looking at here, Vapor? Oh, good choice.
Ooh.
All right.
The new Trippy Trip songs, I believe. So
the Chirpy Chips songs are honestly really great this season. I'm a big fan. But
yeah,
usually most of the Chirpy Chips songs are good. So
yeah, Chirpy Chips put out some bangers. I haven't heard the ones of the season yet. I haven't launched my game yet. This season, to be fair, like it's been.
Well, I mean, you're gonna have an exciting reason to do so in like 30 minutes, I think. Does the content release in 30 minutes, or is it tomorrow? I forgot. Oh, let's go.
Oh yeah.
All right.
It's yeah, we'll be coming out in 30 minutes. So that's awesome. As we for those that have not played the single player, this is towards the end of that, I believe. For Splatoon 3, you will hear the song.
The credit song.
Yeah, it's the credit song. Common Squid Sisters banger, honestly. It's another one.
Honestly, I'm a big fan of the 3 mix. I think it's the best version of the Calamari incantation, in my opinion. But obviously,
I think the one in Splatoon 2 is better, personally.
Hey, I get that. It's really good, but I'm a little bit biased towards it.
Personally, I think the one in Splatoon 2 is better. I mean, I've played all 3 games. I've played since like June of 2015.
I'm doing a little happy hand clap on my end of things. I see both brushes on the field again.
Oh right. Yeah, they know what's up, but all at the same time, I also know what's up because there's 2 Inkzukas on the field for UCSD with the double Zuka with the double V shots.
Another 3 months of probably seeing this a bit in comp. So. Hey, if it ain't broke, don't you keep running it, I guess.
Yeah, there it is. Yeah, as we talk about
that
it.
just wiped their entire team. There's just so much. The favor's just gonna swing right back into Navy here.
Yeah, UCSD just pushing forward again, and they're gonna let the Rainmaker chill.
Really interesting ballpoint flank here. They got the pick on the end try. Actually, it wasn't a flank. It was in their zone. I got the map mixed up a little bit there, my bad, but
yeah,
still a nice pick to run this.
Yeah, they pushed forward and just didn't really find too much value. They did let the Rainmaker reset though, so I mean, not complete harm. No, not too much was lost. But Florida State coming back into this there with the Inkjet from Nico will be able to get a splat at the very end of things, but the Zuka gets popped, and yeah, Luka just gonna. Just fire some shots, get some get some kills, and just like that, it's a 2v2 now. So you know, leak Splatoon 4 footage, 2v2 gameplay, certainly.
Of course. Yeah, I think as long as they have some paint here, they can try running it left because it doesn't seem like there's a lot of. It looks like they're all rotating over left now, and I think Alex is gonna try rotating right now to try to take advantage of that.
Yeah, Alex is on the flank. Once again, there's an Octobush on your flank. It doesn't have Zipcaster yet, but we'll be getting that soon.
Looks like he had to recover some paint there.
Yeah.
Nice
Okay, on the flank. Yeah, just.
Yeah, he's gonna get punished for that, though.
I mean, you take out the Rainmaker, you slow things down for UCSD. I mean, that's a worth it trade, in my opinion. They're gonna take the Ink Rail. They're gonna go all the way up straight to this upper platform on the right. They'll be dunking that into the checkpoint. UCSD. With a lot of momentum, gonna be moving forward with another Ink Zuka. We'll be finding Comrade just on the very edge of that Zuka. Does trade one out. Alex gets spotted. No sharking for you, but the Rainmaker carrier will go down, and with the sponsor closer, FSU, UCSD, they're just gonna back up.
Yeah. Oh, and they're getting
okay. Never mind.
Here. That is incredibly
never mind. Triple jump. Triple jump coming in. For that. Oh yeah, there it is. Yeah, I mean, only one person goes down in the midst of all that. Bean tried to go for a little bit of a cheeky flank. Is just gonna get spotted out. She's gonna get sprayed at, but no one took him out. Someone take out this brush. Someone shoot the brush. There we go.
It looks like he's finally down now. That's gonna give Garnet more time to figure out how to take control here. It looks like they're going to have a lot of mid control here. Ocean's gonna go down, and Clefable is kind of stuck in a corner right now. Buka goes down with the V shot, and the Tri-Sloshers fighting for their life right now. Gets a trade out. They're gonna need to watch that brush there, and looks like the brush is gonna get the pick.
Yeah, being able to get the crucial kill, able to look at the one necessary to slow down this Rainmaker. They're gonna dunk it in eventually. Nico does have to give up their life for it, but that's okay. You know, you get the checkpoint popped. You have another minute, less than a minute. They're gonna let that Rainmaker reset, so it's gonna eat up some of the time.
Garnet's playing kind of a little bit back here, and I don't know if that's going to work out in their favor, but we'll see if they can make something off these Zukas here. And they get the pick on Clefable, which is going to be very great for them going into this next part of the match.
Yeah, Clefable going down means there's no cooler available for UCSD, and as we see there, now FSU, they're going to the top right. Alex has a zip caster, and is in your back line. What can you do? Not a lot. Lead does get lost. We see Nico just struggling against the orange ink there, as they will get the splat, but that...
Yeah,
I mean, 10 remaining. I mean, you're gonna basically have to push it all the way for a knockout. Oh! Okay. Cooler doing a little bit of trolling there on Buka's Zuka. Gets taken out by an enemy Zuka. And yeah, 20 seconds remaining. This will be UCSD's last chance to push that Rainmaker forward to try to take this game. And we'll see if they can do it.
Ooh, it looks like they're playing a little bit aggressive here, which is gonna give Navy a bit of time here to push. They're gonna need to play this a little bit slower here. And it looks like the rest of the team's gonna follow up on that very well here. We have an Inkjet. They're gonna have to really back up here, which is gonna make things really rough
from the top ropes. They're gonna be chasing out Alex as well. No flank for you. As UCSD, they're gonna start moving forward once again. Passing the grades is going to be very precarious. If there's any specials from FSU, it will spell disaster. Clefable trying to stay alive. FSU, though, just getting absolutely wiped. Alex from below will be able to get just enough damage in to take out that Rainmaker carrier. And just like, I mean, that
once again, this was a battle. This was a battle of the brushes.
That was quite a game. That was quite a game.
This was another battle of the brushes. I'm sure that Rainmaker is celebrating Alex right now because that zip helped them push in and get those points they needed there.
Yeah, a little bit of a replay there. I mean, I thought it was over when Nico popped this right here, but being somehow able to secure that splat. I mean, that, and it kept this offense going. And yeah, Alex is down here again. Just classy standard play. I was fairly surprised actually that that Clefable got taken out here, like right here. I mean, 2 players from FSU. It was just Alex a lot. Actually, no, BKCJ is up. Does get splatted, but I think I was surprised Clefable just got stuck there at that spot.
Well, they did have Alex was still there on things. They were probably having a hard time getting ready to push up there. But yeah, honestly, a really great showing from both teams this match. This entire set has been so back and forth, and both teams are putting on an excellent showing, especially with their aggression lines.
As the ending credits song continues to play, I love it. You know, what may be a little bit poetic, as this will be this set will be the end for one of these teams today on their chase for the championship. But
this is one of my favorites from the new songs.
The 2 new songs.
The 2 new songs, yes. But if I had to pick my favorite of the 2, it'd be this one. So
yeah.
Tentacle to the metal, please. Vapor, that's your decision. I'm not involving myself on that one.
Let's see.
All right.
We're looking for it. We're looking for it. It is somewhere.
It is not my place to comment on who's in chat, but hi, Neon.
We are shouldn't it be in battles?
Well, I
Well,
guess we're going into a battle, so we'll figure it out afterwards.
yeah. Hey, maybe you'll play right now. Ah. Clam Blitz on Eel Tail Alley. I do not like Eel Tail Alley.
I don't either.
Especially for Clam Blitz, I think it's a bit too linear, a little cheesy even. Just stand on the middle bridge and just chuck in clams, like, okay,
No,
you know,
no
it's like,
crack in
okay.
here. I'm surprised. But it looks
Yeah.
like the brushes are staying in here, so we're gonna continue to see some really interesting shenanigans.
Alex's arm just,
running
I
straight in
think,
there.
Alex going for the any percent power clam, might have broken the record there, who knows, and ending up in the enemy basket, like 17 seconds in the game. Cooler gets invested here from UCSD. They're gonna start moving forward now, but FSU, they're gonna have some specials of their own to counter. They do get a crucial pick. Make that 2. Make as there's the power clone coming in. He's just gonna slip right next to the Azuka. Does not matter. In the face of Azuka, just gonna, you know, move next to it, right? Just don't get hit.
Yeah, I'd argue the biggest thing with Eel Tail is making sure you guys have paint control as much as possible for as long as you can on this map. And the thing is with that was Garnet didn't have a lot of control there, but they played slow and they just took really good. They were able to shut down that push really well. So I'm very interested to see how Garnet's gonna do here on the aggression side of things.
Yeah, Cooler gets popped from FSU. They're starting to shoot.
Whoa!
Oh, hey, Alex with 2.
Alex getting a triple, and they get the wipeout there off
Oh.
that. It's really rare to see Zipcasters manage to do that much on the field that quickly.
Yeah, that all just happened at once. The Cooler, everything getting invested at the same time. That's just the power of specials in this game, right? As yeah, FSU, they're able to get to 35-32. UCSD, they're just not finding any respawns. Yeah, it's not over just yet. The spawn's coming in, but
and they're getting another 4 in here. Alex is gonna run up there and get more clams in. They are down to 8. They are
make that 5. They have more clams. They're going for the knockout. They're gonna get it.
Wow!
Wow!
Garnet did a great job that game. They played it slow, and as soon as they saw their advantage, they took it. That was a great showing from them on that map.
That was wow. That, I mean, I'm at a loss for words. That was just pop baskets, and UCSD just couldn't mount any sort of defense.
I saw them juggling the clams there too. They were keeping that timer going while their teammates were gathering clams, which is a really great showing there. A lot of teams sometimes will just throw everything in to just so that they make sure that they have everything before the time runs out. But they took it slow there, and they just got that knockout as quick as they could. That was phenomenal gameplay from them on that side of things.
Yeah, and I mean, Alex just charging in there and just constantly back and forth, just charging in and just sinking in some clams, and worked out in the end. But yeah, that was beautiful. A masterclass in how to play Clam Blitz, really. But it is an Eel Tail Clams moment. that was an Eel Tail Clams moment.
Yeah, Navy definitely could have played more for special there and just tried to build something because they had a little bit of time there once that basket was open. But obviously, when Zipcaster runs in and gets a wipeout on your team with it, like that's probably a little bit scary. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, I'm very interested to see how Navy responds on this map. Zones Flounder is always a very interesting map. Brush also works really well here. The buckets work really well here. It's gonna be very interesting to see how this map runs and what comps are being run here.
Yeah, I mean, on Flounder, it's all ledges and high grounds. It's all verticality, and yeah, just if you're able to pull up with that verticality, there you go. Yeah, Florida State just a complete reversal. Like, you know, first 2 games, you know, just a bit of a warm up. you know, just a bit of warm up, of course, clearly, because it just seems like UCSD, the strong start, but hey, we got a set on our hands here, and I wouldn't really call this a reverse sweep. I mean, this is the 5 after all, but
Yes, there's no the tide of the game can change at any point.
yeah, where were you when 5-3 Navy?
Hey, we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah.
All right. Ooh, we got a splash of V-shot, and the brushes are back again. And Alex is running respawn Punisher on the brush. What?
I mean, if this was X Battles and I played against that, I would certainly say some really mean things about Alex. As we see a little bit of brush off.
There. He got two picks
there. It is.
He's gonna make advantage of that.
Yeah, they're taking advantage of it, but it doesn't really matter. UCSD, they have a crab posted up and will not be able to get really anything. As, yeah, the Tri-Strikes had to be invested just to even get control of this. Zipcaster being popped now from Alex. He's going to move forward. Gonna get splatted. Unfortunately, not too much value being extracted from that special, as Bean on the flank will be securing control of the other zone. So
yeah, and it looks like Garnet's going to need to watch here.
Oh, Bean's juking. But,
they knocked him out.
Nope. Yeah, could not find the target. Could not keep that going.
happens.
Alex again getting splatted once again, as we see Ocean Opal going for it. Getting the splat. Just re-securing one of the zones. Gonna be going for the second one now, as the Inkzuka gets popped, waiting for that jump to come in, but will not be getting the splat with the Zuka. But it's okay, you get control, you get there, you get your cooler, you get some soda, you push up, and you will also get the lead.
If Garnet takes good positioning here, they could, or if Navy takes good positioning here, they could definitely get a potential lockout here. Looks like Alex is gonna get reined back into
Alex trying to struggling to get a Zipcaster in, struggling to zip, but it's okay. Team's got your back as everyone turns around to take care of you, and yeah, you just move forward, you pop your specials, you get the Tri-Strike, you get the Inkjet. Now you're counting down your own timer. If things go well, they should be able to reclaim this lead, but it doesn't really, it's, small price to pay if you are UCSD.
I'm not sure how much that crab's gonna reach at that spot there, but the intention is there.
Yeah, I saw the vision. Oh, wow, okay.
That's a great trade out with the respawn Punisher. That's gonna help them out a decent bit there.
Yeah, as UCSD, they're gonna, they get control of the zone, they're gonna stop the control. They're going to stop the timer for just a little bit, so not the worst, as Ocean Opal will pop the Zuka, but gets immediately ran at by everyone else.
Yeah, Navy's doing a really great job here at using their specials and just playing the aggression. Or Garnet, my bad.
Yeah, both teams have had their moments. Flounder, Heights, Splat Zones, not really looking too hot for UCSD. Flank coming in from Bean, but it is just going to get countered. As the crab comes out, you're gonna need to paint the zone with that, buddy. As the timer ticks to 0.
Hey, it happens. They probably thought that their teammates were ready and raring to get back onto zone there, and
yeah, it's a bit unfortunate, but
yeah, I think
it is what it is.
The biggest thing Garnet did there was Garnet did a really good job at just separating them. They were separated really badly, and it made things really difficult for Navy to get back in.
Yeah, and I mean, just it has just looked like a complete role reversal. Bean just trying to get up, not quite getting uppies, but it's okay.
As we said in the I can't think of what it was called, but we did at the start of this with each team's goals for the match and their win conditions. Garnet is taking advantage of their team play. They are doing a really good job at shutting down these pushes from Navy. And while Navy is doing a good job at handling control, Garnet is communicating how they're getting in here and what they're and how they're going to take advantage of these situations.
Yeah, and hey, it's like it's working out. I think if you're UCSD, you're gonna need to start coming in for just any way possible and just coming at it. And hey, you know, I would love to see a game 9 here. I think, if anything, right, just, you know, take a breather, reset. Tower control and Hagglefish
Yes,
is
sorry for interrupting you. This is like this set has been a blast to commentate. I want to see this go to a game 9 if it can. So let's see what Navy can do here on TC Haggle.
yeah, and it's gonna be interesting. I mean, what really can we do? Haggle.
There it is. We got it.
Oh, we found
got
it.
it.
Tentacle to the middle. The only off the hook appearance in Splatoon 3.
I mean, we're not talking about side order. I mean, we
Well,
switched. Hey, I mean, happy little
yeah?
workers is kind of a banger though. Oh, and now we're playing Bear With Me. You know what? That's
you know,
Shofu.
Sure. I'm not a fan of this track.
Wow.
Just
Alright.
a personal thing.
Sorry, I love Bear With Me. I also love
It's-
Mr. Grizz though, so.
Yeah.
We going back to classics now. I see.
Oh yeah.
But I'm very interested to see how. Oh, nice. Thank you. I'm very interested to see how Haggle is gonna run for both teams here because honestly, the brushes could work really well here, but also sometimes with Tower it's a little bit rough. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah. It is what it is sometimes.
Yeah, I'd love to see the ballpoint take some really good advantage of some of these spots on this map because you could definitely get yourself high up in the air with Jet on this map.
Yeah. I missed the B-reel. I was taking a nap, and then I just opened my phone. I'm like, oh, unfortunate. I missed the B-reel, guys.
Hey, it happens.
Yeah.
We're in finals. We're in finals week for most of us. We're all very tired here, but we're getting by.
Finals week. What the? I got another week and a half until it's finals week.
Oh,
So.
you lucky man! I swear.
I don't. That is not lucky. I don't know what you're talking about.
Hey,
Shout out quarter system.
Ooh.
Shout out quarter system. A real quarter heads no.
It looks like we have all the brushes. We have the brushes back again, and we have, kind of not as an aggressive comp from Garnet, but honestly, with the cooler, they can definitely make some really strong brushes here.
Tacticooler makes any comp an aggressive comp. Come on.
True.
It's just that is the nature of the special. As they're gonna pop their cooler first. UCSD not quite building up to theirs. As yeah, FSU they're gonna take some space and they're trying their best, but UCSD doing a great job of just making sure that tower isn't gonna move too much too quickly.
Yeah,
as
Jet is taking advantage of those spots there. They get a nice pick on Comrade. And it looks like we're gonna be seeing some. The biggest thing here is Garnet has a lot of paint control, so they're gonna need to make something advantage of this. They already see the flank there. You gotta back up there.
Yep. Yeah, UCSD they're just. Yeah, they're struggling to find any way to get in. FSU just holding them down here. Zuka coming in for Ocean Opal. Will claim one. Alex spotted on that flag trying to make something happen. But, oh. That's a Zuka to the face for Ocean Opal. So, you know. Be the Zuka, get Zuka, you know? Yeah.
I think Navy's gonna need to really focus on getting specials here because Garnet's playing very, very aggressive here, and there's not really any counter to that with how forward they're playing.
Yeah, Alex was in the backline with a Zipcaster. Does eventually get splatted on the recall as we see. You know, he's moving forward. We'll be dropping the Inkstorm and picking up a kill on an Eco on the exit there. As like you mentioned, UCSD they have not popped a cooler yet. 2 minutes in the game. There it is, first cooler. So
yes.
Yeah,
these
specials.
Coolers, they need these coolers right now, especially to make sure that they're gonna keep the momentum up in this game. Looks like there's some people. Alex is trying to run away here and trying to go for a flank.
Yeah, Alex is. I mean, they definitely know.
Flank. Bean's on top of that though.
Yep.
Yeah, it looks
Yeah.
like, and here's Navy doing a lot better job here with taking control and getting some paint on the field. They're gonna be just keep this push going. They need to watch for Alex though.
Oh, there it is. Yeah, Alex
Yep.
just gets. Yeah, Alex just gets bodied, being just knowing, expecting the flank. As you see, they're gonna jump out. They got a good amount of distance on the board there. As that bullet should not have connected, but it is what it is sometimes. Florida State moving forward now. They have the coolers. They have all the aggression, and they're trying to take this space in mid, and they're gonna get it just a little bit, but UCSD, they got something to say about it. They're gonna pop the Zuka, and they're gonna hold on to this with their lives as Alex zipping around. And yeah, it's still just a bit of a stalemate now at middle, but Florida State popping the specials and should be moving that tower pretty soon.
Yeah, it looks like Garnet's gonna need to be playing a little bit more for paint right now. But I think generally they're doing a really good. Florida State's doing a really good job with their aggression, and Navy needs to be responding to this by just focusing on the.
Oh, there it is. Yeah, focus on the tower. Immediately splat.
And a great tri-strike there. That's gonna give them a little bit more time here to make something. Navy still has a lead here, and they have a pretty good lead too. So they can definitely, with a minute going into this, they can play this a little bit slower. Would it be nice to get more points? Absolutely. But if they take their time with this, they may have a
Oh.
I have a strong pick from these guys. I think that Zap can really push up here and get some interesting picks.
Yeah, I mean, you know, people say that Zen Zap a bit of a supportive weapon, but not in my eyes. I think you can just walk up, get to kill, you know? As speaking of walk up, get kill, UCSD, they're gonna walk up and get killed. Yeah, they went for the extra distance, not able to get it. Alex just gets caught in no man's land, unfortunately. As the trades come in, 3v3 for these teams, as you know, they're gonna wait for the respawns again. A bit of a stalemate in the middle.
With 20 seconds left, Navy can just take this slow. They have a long way to go here, and if they just watch their specials, and Bean's gonna watch the flank there, that's gonna help them out a bit. But they're gonna get jumps in here, and yeah, that's it.
Yeah, it was the jumps they helped a little bit, but not quite enough. As UCSD, they're able to get on the tower. Tower's just moving. Well, yeah, the tower's moving. They're going on a trip as we wait for the game to take us to the end screen. As UCSD, they stay alive. They get one more game on the board, and we'll be going to 8. I think we could see 9. I think we're gonna see 9.
I think we can see 9. Yeah, we're at 6:58 p.m. right now, at least on my end of things. That means we're only about 2-3 minutes away from the new season, so hopefully we'll be bringing that in just a little bit here.
Yeah, we'll see. I don't know what the rules are on mid-set new weapons, but if it is legal, all I'm saying is if it is legal, I would like to see some new weapons.
I don't know if they're gonna have time to do that though. They have to run to Sheldon, and Sheldon's gonna want to give them the whole spiel too.
Yeah, true.
I'm very excited for a few weapons in this season, particularly the new Stamper and the new Squeezer. But I'm mostly excited for the new maps. The new maps look really fun.
Yeah.
Chrono's showing the podcast.
Yeah.
Chrono's showing the podcast in chat right now. Go check out the podcast, guys. They're always a ton of fun.
Yeah, it will be right after this match, I believe. So after this set, give it another, give it a bit of time. We will be able to see you'll be able to get the CCA podcast.
I wish we could request that these teams play a game 10 or a game 9. That, like, depending on what happens here on the new map, that'd be.
I think can we gentlemen's agreement map 9 on Bluefin? I think that'd be pretty awesome.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
not gonna. I don't
Okay,
think they're gonna
is
allow
that?
that. I wish.
Yeah. Any admins? You did not hear that. I did not say that.
We did not say
We
anything,
did not
but
say anything.
listen, we're kind of recommending. Pretty cool.
Yeah. Admins. They didn't. Admins. They did. Admins. It was certain. Rainmaker was certainly played on Undertow Spillway for map 9.
So you did not hear anything from us. Yeah, they're saying.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm very curious to see how these maps work for the next season. But...
Oh yeah. It will be interesting. As hey, let's talk about this though. Rainmaker, Manta Maria.
I think we're gonna see more brush chaos here.
Oh yeah.
This is a good map for brushes, even more so than some of the other options. The brushes are coming back here.
I like seeing the brushes. It's just so fun. It's so funny just to see. They're just going on flanks and it's working out as we're gonna be hopping in, and
here.
Yeah, potentially the last game of the set, or maybe we will see another. As
both teams are playing very disciplined here now, going into these games. So I'm very curious to see who's gonna take better advantage of the various team fights they're gonna be getting into here.
Yep. Yeah, they're gonna get launched in here. Very similar. Actually, no, same comps coming in for these teams as FSU. They're gonna get first pop of the Rainmaker. They're just gonna charge it in. They're gonna get a little bit of distance on the board, but it doesn't really matter as UCSD there to match.
Yeah, Alex was running that respawn Punisher brush again, so I think they're gonna need to be playing a little bit more careful here.
Oh yeah, as Cliffable will be popping the Tri-Strike, looking to create some space just to prevent FSU from walking forward. They're gonna take the lead. They're gonna get the go for the dunk on the tower, on the checkpoint. Does not get it. Stops right at the pedestal of the checkpoint.
And they're getting 3 jumps in here. They need that cooler up right now. They're gonna use that.
There it is.
That's gonna be really great here. I can't wait to see what they do with that momentum now.
Well, no need to wait. We're seeing it now. Cooler coming in there as Florida State. They're gonna let it. They're gonna let the Rainmaker reset. They're gonna let it take 35 distance for free, of course. And yeah, Pop comes in. Clefable just in an unlucky position. Will be having to wait the long respawn timer as the cooler had already expired. As we kind of missed it a little bit there, but we saw Alex going into the back line with the Inkzuka. A bomb though will be stopping that Rainmaker just short of the checkpoint. But it doesn't matter. That's
gonna give Navy the time they need though to potentially make something back on this after that wipeout, which is very important here. They have control. Looks like Garnet has really strong control of their bunker right now. I don't know why they dropped it there, but I mean that's an option.
Yeah, as we see Alex just Alex just flying through ink strikes will get taken out, as I can't really fly through ink strikes, you know. Not really something we can do in airplanes, can't do it in Splatoon either. As Rainmaker's gonna get picked up. Ocean Opal trying to walk it forward, but the Inkzuka standing in the way will get spotted eventually, but taking it back to the middle, just resetting everything for both teams. And all things considered though, Florida State, they have complete map control, paint everywhere, especially over mid, so UCSD has their work cut out for them.
Yeah, Garnet is going to need to be playing this, or Navy, my bad. Navy is going to need to be playing this a little bit on the slower end of things, and they're kind of getting herded in a lot of spots because they don't have enough paint control, which I think they have the chance to bring it over now.
Oh!
And they get a nice Zuka pick there! Ocean Opal getting a strong pick there, and if they can get control of the bunker here, they could potentially go for a lot stronger of a push here. They do get a trade out, but they had a cooler. So it looks like
almost getting the pop. Of the
looks
Rainmaker.
like the player's gonna go back to Garnet here.
Yep. Florida State again in control one more time. They're chilling. They're taking it easy. They're letting the timer. They're letting the match burn out as Alex going in for the zip cast gets completely kited and taken out. But you can't really kite the Inkzuka to the face. As again, that's just the power of Zuka. Tri-Strike's coming out now for UCSD. They're going to try to rekey some of this space. We see the Sloshing Machine trying to go on a flank. We'll get spotted out. Bean just going to contest that, and Comrade's going to back up. Zuka coming out for UCSD. They're looking to claim a pick or two, but Ocean Opal not going to be able to find it this time. Not so lucky with the shots. Not.
Oop, it looks like they're gonna get
Gamble
checked
doesn't
here.
quite work. They get they sneak in the Rainmaker on the side. A little, little cheeky as Alex goes to the shark.
Alex is just chilling out there in squid form.
Yeah, there it is. Yep, that worked. Which, not something that happens every day. We see Alex just guarding the Rainmaker, picking it up right before it resets, and Florida State going to be marching it forward, looking to get some more distance, making it a little bit harder for UCSD to catch up. Bean's just going to run straight at the Rainmaker and not going to find anything, as PKCJ was there to protect President.
These point counts are very, very... Ooh, nice pick from Ocean Opal once again. These points are very close right now. If Navy can get control of mid, they could potentially get a really strong push here and just get that small lead they need. But it looks like they're playing a little bit too aggressive here, and they're gonna get punished for that.
Yeah, they need to play aggressive now. 10 seconds left. Rainmaker has been popped, and it's now in control of Florida State. They're gonna walk that thing back. They're not gonna let UCSD get even close to this Rainmaker, and that's going to be the set. Florida State will be moving on to the grand finals. Seminole Cephalopods taking the 5-3 against UCSD Esports Navy. It's been in quite a set. Quite the set.
That was honestly very great showing from both teams there. And they definitely have a very strong understanding of when to push and when to defend, and they were taking advantage of each other's weaknesses at every point in the set. Garnet just played a lot, just played to those advantages just slightly more, and they were able to get that nice solid lead there. Honestly, this set was really great. It was just such a dynamic and back and forth set, which is something we always love over here in the commentary booth. Again, GG's to both teams. Great showing. I look forward to seeing how UCSD does in the third place match, because I think they're fighting the Goomies once again.
Yeah, and I think they 4-0'd the Goomies in the regular season, if I'm not mistaken. So
well, no, Goomies got a map off on them, so maybe we'll see something interesting happen.
Never mind.
Yeah,
close enough. Close enough.
Hey, I mean, they were the one team to get a map off them, so maybe we'll see something interesting in third.
Yeah, I mean,
speaking of, happy new season, guys! We're in the new season.
We're in the new season. Let's go. It's pop some champagne and celebrate as we get some content. But speaking of content, we have some content coming up for this next week as CCA. We're gonna wrap up the fourth installment of CCA. Here's the Div 4 bracket we saw before we started this match, and this is how things shaked up. UCSD Esports Navy will be going to the third place match, going up against the Goomies. Seminole Cephalopods, hot off their win, will be going up against Splatlanders, who have also just been on a tear through the entire season.
That match is going to be so intense. I look forward to seeing that one streamed.
We will be new content stream live. Watch the season drop with us, everyone. I'm trying
to run through the news so I can check the catalog. I want to see how long it'll take me to get the
Yeah. As everyone immediately turned on their Switch and just went away for it and just to watch. But yeah, new season's here, guys. Chill season 2023.
Yeah,
guys, we are so back.
As soon as this match is over, as soon as we're off commentary, I'm probably gonna run straight into ranked and just see how the maps turn out.
Yeah, I mean, so I too would play some games. I guess I can finally switch my division back. In X battles.
Yep. I'm sticking with Takaroka this season. I'm not. I did Tentatek because I was like, oh, I'll probably get top 3,000. I didn't get top 3,000, guys.
I played in Takaroka for like a season for last season, and I was like, okay, it's about the games I'm getting are not. It's not worth the extra ping, so I'm gonna go back. But yeah, there it is, new season, everyone. No shenanigans in this match, but shenanigans we will be getting though. We will be getting the CCA podcast right basically after this. Okay, Vapor, we get it. Thank you for the flex. Thank you for the thanks for the flex. We get it. We get it. I'm not. We get it. Okay. Like I'm not even 2,000 X power. Like, okay, we get it. We get it, man.
I was. Man, the flexer on camera here right now.
Yep. Sheldon licenses, you do get one at the end of every season now, which is really funny because there's like
Vapor?
a couple more. There's what, like 2 more seasons left?
What are you gonna spend it on?
Vapor will be getting on the broadcast. We'll be turning on his mic.
I have to know his opinion on what weapon he's picking. Should be fine.
Yeah,
we're giving Vapor a second here.
One of these years.
Yeah, before we wrap up, you guys can find our socials right here on the stream. I am Shy_Splat on Twitter. I refuse to call it X. And Mustard is...
Well, it's right there, Mustard Putta. You can find me on Twitter, Twitch. I'm out of words. But hey, follow us on social media. We're cool people, clearly.
Socials.
Oh yeah. I mean.
Are we going for the custom blaster first? What are we going for here, man? A sniper.
No. Okay.
Oil squeezer. Mass blast. Oh, we're going with the end parries? Alright.
The end parries. I mean, curling bomb splashdown. I mean, tried and true combination, I will say, even in Splatoon 2. I like splashdown in Splatoon 2. I did also not like the fact that it was very easy to die.
Vapor, but someone's booing you in chat for buying the end parries first.
Wow.
That's expected. That was expected, though, to be honest. I don't know. But hey.
I love the purple of the new S-Blast, honestly.
Yeah, new S-Blast looks really nice.
It's bright purple.
Yeah, new S-Blast. S-Blast, good kit. Let's fucking go. We did it. Yeah, the burst bomb combo. There it is. You missed. You missed. You missed. This guy's washed. You suck. You missed.
You're saying that as if you didn't get 2 trophies like in X Battle this season.
Yeah, I got 0. Yeah, when are we? Yo, who's in the grind? Who's in the grind with me? I'll see you guys in my. I need to play Anarchy first, actually.
Yeah. I'm just going in here and just seeing what's going on with these new maps. I want to recon them, but at the same time, I'm like, it's funnier to just go straight in.
Oh, every time I play Splatoon, I feel like there's like big gaps between when I play, especially for like Splatoon 2 and 3. So like whenever a new map, like new shit drops, and then I come back and I'm like, what is this map? Like in the middle of like an X battle, like. I mean, it's only like 1,700, it's not that, not nothing crazy, but like, I just load up in this X battle, so it's like, oh, what is this? Cool.
there is one more thing to do here before we sign off, and let's all say it together. All right.
Yep. All right.
Splashdown.
Splashdown.
Splashdown. Okay. Yeah, we'll edit it. We'll edit that. So it'll sound cool.
Yeah, it'll sound cool.
But
all right. But I hope you guys have a great night, y'all.
yeah.
Have fun with the new season.
And yeah, and don't forget to keep up with CCA. Shit's wrapping up this weekend. Probably week. It'll extend into next week a little bit, but yeah, things are wrapping up. Each and every division, we'll crown their champions this week, so you don't want to miss it. And hey, put on the podcast in the background while you're playing the new season. Why not? That's happening in about an hour.
Be
so
going on at 8 o'clock tonight. So
45 minutes from now.
Yeah, there'll be some very interesting I can't think of the word.
Content.
There'll be some very interesting content from Krona and the rest of CCA staff during that event. So I highly recommend go checking it out.
Yeah, that'll be from us.
Again,
have a good night. Yeah.
My name's Chai. This is Mustard. Have a good night, guys.
Bye.
Bye.